Introduction. Public safety leadership position requires an establishment of a solid personal philosophy that would affect the approaches applied to the process of organization of labor and general leading. Personal leadership philosophy defines the core principles of the leader that they incorporate into the overall productivity of the organization in order to achieve the most valuable outcomes. This way, the leaders control the organizational processes through a detailed set of personal priorities and values that align with the organizational goals. The main component within the leadership philosophy is the structure that is designated to bring order and clarification to the execution of the core principles. The leadership style that I intend to bring to the public safety organization is transformational philosophy. At the same time, the type of service that I will evaluate is an emergency management organization. Core principles of transformational leadership philosophy. Transformational leadership theory focuses on the consistency and quality of development. Moreover, these concepts apply to several aspects, such as teamwork, the efficiency of leadership, the difficulty of planned activities, and general rates of achievement of determined goals. Within transformational personal leadership philosophy, the leader primarily focuses on figuring out the ways to enhance the performance of their team not only in the context of a specific task but as a continuous process. Thus, the establishment of higher goals and encouraging better performance are the key elements of this leadership style. However, another significant component is the leader's ability to self-evaluate their capabilities and their general influence on the team. In transformational leadership, the targeted constant growth is directed not only at the leader's field of control and management but also at their adequacy in self-criticism and ability to set higher goals for themselves. This way, the leader is capable of monitoring the productivity of the performance of all of the organizational members. Transformational leadership majorly defines my desired leadership style primarily because of its long-term achievements orientation. I find the assessment of public safety to be crucially important, and therefore I believe that this field has to be constantly developed and brought to a new level, as there is no perfection in the enhancement of people's safety. Thus, I think that continuous re-evaluation of the whole leadership process is necessary in order to take proper care of public safety and to encourage immediate response and countermeasures to any arising threat. Values and priorities. Throughout my life, one of the most prominent concerns that I have been the impulse to evaluate and criticize. Although in many contexts, criticism can bring negativity, I find it extremely relevant in the field of public safety. Due to this trait of mine, I am capable of thinking critically about different situations and concepts, which allows me to develop various unconventional plans for further improvement. Primarily, it applies to me, as I am very strict when it comes to the assessment of my own actions. Naturally, I believe that my ability to be critical and to seek versatility makes me a beneficial candidate for a transformational leadership system. However, I expect and encourage a healthy self-criticism from the organizational members as well. As a leader, I want my organization to be innovative, constantly improving, and exceeding public expectations. In other words, I want to avoid any stagnation and to direct all of the available resources to competitive goal establishment, critical self-assessment, and evaluation of actions that can be applied to fix any inconveniences on the way to ambitious achievements. Therefore, the main thing that I expect of organizational members is to be ready to improve and to give their best to the work process. Similarly, they can expect the same from me, as my main area of concern as a transformational leader would be to set enormous goals for valuable results and to critically assess the performance of each member of the organization, primarily myself. The most important outcomes that I am focusing on in the context of being a leader of an emergency management public safety organization are the coherent improvement of application of safety measures, fast and productive reaction, and effective prevention measures. I think that reaching these favorable goals through transformational leadership philosophy is highly efficient due to its focus on positive transformation. It naturally encourages critical assessment of all of the organizational processes and evaluation of ideas that can bring an organization closer to the desired goals. The format of critically assessing the work of everyone within the organization is necessary. As a critical leader, I will be able to determine weak and strong aspects of ongoing approaches and to further come up with enhancement strategies. Moreover, I will be challenged to constantly improve my area of knowledge and skills in order to be a better part of the community, and naturally will expect the same from the team. Conclusion. The main benefit of transformational personal leadership philosophy is the major focus on continuous improvement, which encourages hard work and original ideas. As a leader, the main qualities that are necessary for the execution of the respective leadership style are critical analysis and evaluation, ambitiousness, and a healthy amount of self-criticism. This way, a leader can strive to be as objective as possible and gain trust of their team. A leader has to understand how to show the weak and strong sides of the collective work to the team and how to motivate them to give their best every time they start working. Arguably, transformational leadership can be one of the most successful leadership patterns in the process of developing the public safety system. It is highlighted by the strive for constant re-evaluation and evolvement. You can find this and many other essay samples on our website, studycorgi.com.